What is filler, one might ask? Well, every form of media has their own version of filler, from the depressingly awful episodes of your favorite TV shows, or those articles of a magazine that you skip the pages of without second thought. On today's video, I'll be talking about my top 10 favorite songs that are filler. Those songs on an album that are only there so an album can be complete. Ones that aren't meant to be hits and are often skipped on CDs or used for piss breaks when you're listening to other medias. Number 10. Elvis Presley, If You Love Me, Let Me Know on the Moody Blue album. Besides listening to a greatest hits compilation, has anyone actually listened to the full Elvis album before? Probably not. Now, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Elvis. It's just all of his albums are basically 1 to 3 really good songs, but the rest is just enough to put him in the Filler Hall of Fame. Like, listen to any of his fucking albums, for crying out loud. Now, this song is pretty catchy and relatable due to being multiple relationships where I feel this way. And especially, I've had to fucking ask multiple ex-girlfriends, hey, do you love me or not? Because if you don't, just fucking leave me. And despite its lyrical content, it's actually not a depressing song. It's pretty catchy in my opinion. Number 9. Black Mountain Slide by Led Zeppelin off their first album. What separates this song from the rest of the album and makes it filler, in my opinion, is that while every song on here kicks major ass, this song is a nice break from the anthem after anthem pace of the album projected so far. It's a pretty good instrumental that actually segues into Communication Breakdown. Heart, White Lightning Line takes the number 8 spot from Dreamboat Annie. I could have mentioned the 1 out of 3 different versions of the title track, but that would have been too lazy of me. Clocking in at almost 4 minutes, this song's perfect for a 70s mixtape if you don't want to feature, just the typical hits of like a regular compilation. Number 7. Lynyrd Skynyrd's Mississippi Kids from their first album, pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd. Just like Black Mountain Slide, this is another song that feels tame compared to the rest of the album. This song itself is basically about a Mississippi man's lifestyle and played in the style of a pre-electric blues song, AAB singing and all, which is why I like it. Number 6. Judas Priest, Break These Chains from Screamin' for Vengeance. Despite this song being a cheap effort of chart success, there's a certain appeal of this song that gets catchy and pretty good and gives off the aspect of like the only song played through the entirety of like, a low budget 80s action flick, like the stupid fucking theme for Remo Williams. Or hey, remember 3,000 Miles from Graceland? Such a Night. Remember how that was the only fucking song that was played by Elvis on 3,000 Miles to Graceland? It's literally gone to the point where I completely fucking hate the song. Alright, now that I'm done with my little bullshit rant. Number 5, Stay Away by Nirvana. As someone who was born and raised in Washington, it'd be awkward if I didn't include a grunge band on this list. Now, I almost used Territorial Pissings on this spot, but I chose to go with Stay Away because it has more of a filler vibe on an album where every song on side A has a hit. Number 4, Anna by the Beatles from Introducing the Beatles. Okay, now while this album is a lot like other rock and roll albums, the typical 1 to 3 hit songs and the rest in filler, every single song on this album is badass, but there's still a few songs on there that I consider to be filler. Now, my reason for choosing this song in particular is because, well, you know how everyone listens to a certain song after they get dumped? This is that song for me. Number 3, Iron Maiden, Children of the Damned from Number of the Beast. While this album is monumental, revolutionary, to us metalheads at least, it isn't an all-killer, no-filler album. And it doesn't help that this song came out right after the fucking high-octane opening track, Invaders. It's still a song that relatively hits home, though. Number 2, Rat Salad by Black Sabbath off the Paranoid album. The song that Van Halen were originally going to name themselves after, the reason why this song is filler in my opinion is because it's basically a carbon copy of Moby Dick by Led Zeppelin. And while Bill Ward is outmatched on the drums by the late great John Bonham, I feel that this song is better overall. And number 1, Leper Messiah by Metallica off the Master of Puppets album. One of the most underrated songs in their catalog, Metallica perfectly shows off their darker side of a circus ringleader, but you can apply this to any form of entertainment, whether if it's YouTuber, wrestler, fucking musician, especially the fame aspect of it. And if this was on any other song, album by them, I probably wouldn't even be listening to it. So, are there any songs you think I have missed? What are your favorite filler songs? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time.